Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Oh, okay. Where's Prabhupada Priya Prabhu? There he is. So you should organize these, preliminary functions and tell us when we should start speaking. Do you get that? All the devotees who are taking first initiation, you have to have your neck beads changed by an already initiated devotee. So hopefully they can help you out like that. Just those who are receiving first initiation today. Where's Deva Prabhu? Oh, there he is. Our priest today is His Grace Prabhupada Priya Prabhu. And once the first initiates have received their new neck beads, he will lead us through the achaman, purification, and so on. It's all done. Oh, he has. Okay. So anyway, so once they're done, oh, okay. Okay. So first initiates need new neck beads and a nice garland, a nice flower garland. It's a celebration. And those getting second initiation, they can also have garlands if they're available. So first initiates, garlands. Okay, so I guess we're ready now, just about. So first initiates, all of you, have you now got new neck beads on? Any first initiates not yet have new neck beads on? Everyone's got a garland, just about. One devotee over here doesn't have a garland. Yes, right? Okay. So we begin. Nama Am Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatarane Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. We offer our respects to His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. We offer our respects to our senior devotees sitting here. We offer our respects to all of you devotees. Welcome to this very sacred and wonderful ceremony of initiation, which we're having this morning. As you can see, it's a very colorful ceremony, and so many devotees have gathered. There's a very nice mood of happiness, celebration, progress in Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada was always very happy when devotees came forward to be initiated and take their vows and really apply themselves to the next step, the next phase of their lives in Krishna consciousness. As you can see, we have quite a number of devotees receiving initiation, either first or second here today. I don't know exactly the figures, but it must be roughly 25 at least, or maybe a little more, getting first initiation, and some number, 15 or 20 perhaps, getting second initiation. This is very nice, and Srila Prabhupada, as we said, was always very happy to see this, that devotees feeling convinced of Krishna consciousness and being already nicely engaged in Krishna consciousness would come forward to commit themselves to their spiritual masters, to Srila Prabhupada himself, to Lord Krishna, to really commit themselves further, commit themselves, but also take shelter and get shelter beyond what they've had so far. The subject of initiation is very deep, and we could have a whole seminar here for the whole day about it. But it's a very wonderful thing. There are different elements in the picture, or the pictures, of first initiation and then second initiation. First initiation includes receiving the sanctified chanting beads from the spiritual master. And so many devotees have received first initiation and who've really tried to take it seriously have told me that after the initiation, the first initiation, they really feel some type of surcharging and deepening of their Krishna consciousness. And so that's there, receiving the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the sanctified chanting beads, then taking the vows, very essential part of progressing in Krishna consciousness. No illicit sex, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, none of these things anymore. And also vowing to chant not less than 16 rounds a day from here on in as a daily function for the rest of our lives. So taking these vows, and then of course the most, what would you say, sort of colorful aspect is receiving the new spiritual names. And I'm sure our spiritual masters here have come up with some very nice, very beautiful spiritual names for those receiving first initiation. And like this, the devotees receiving first initiation, their connection with the parampara, the disciplic succession, becomes stronger. It's already there. It's already there. Connection is already there through Srila Prabhupada. Taking shelter of Srila Prabhupada and his instructions within his ISKCON movement, and already chanting 16 rounds for some time, already following the regulative principles for some time. The devotees coming now to the first initiation, generally they already feel that a connection is there and some nectar is there as they engage in these different activities of devotional service in Krishna consciousness. They're already feeling some nectar is there, and it's coming through the connection through disciplic succession, parampara, ultimately from the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, but via the chain of disciplic succession. It's a very interesting, amazing, and very wonderful phenomenon, this connection through parampara, that here we are sitting in Durban, but through the parampara, then our service, our prayers, our chanting, all these things, they're going through the different spiritual masters in the line, through the centuries and the millennia, all the way to Krishna. But they're going immediately. It's not that you have to wait for everything to go person by person through the line, but it's instantaneous. Just like when we offer food, then we offer to the spiritual master, we offer their different ways of offering, but at least connection with the spiritual master is there. The food is offered, and we understand that the spiritual master of the spiritual master then takes it, and his spiritual master, and his spiritual master, and on through a line of many devotees to Krishna, but it's immediate. We may prepare some food to be offered, and we may not be very advanced at all, and we may have some material desires there. But when the offering is made through the disciplic succession, the disciplic succession purifies the offering. So ultimately Krishna gets a pure offering through the disciplic succession, but you, the devotee who's making the offering, you get the benefit. There's a lot of mercy there through being connected with the disciplic succession. Then those who are getting second initiation, Lord Krishna, well, it's a Brahminical initiation. They're accepted as bona fide Brahmins once they receive the second initiation. And Lord Krishna talks about the qualities of the Brahmins in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18. What is it? Verse 42. Samadhamastapaksocham shanti arjavam evacha jnanam vijnanam astikyam brahma karma swabhavajam. Peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, honesty. With purity, honesty. Yes. Anyway, wisdom, knowledge, and religiousness. These are the qualities by which the Brahmins work. Purity, tolerance, honesty, wisdom, knowledge, and religiousness. These are the qualities by which the Brahmins work. So when the senior devotees, the spiritual master, and the authorities, ISKCON authorities, see that a first initiated devotee is making nice progress and developing these Brahminical qualities, then the devotee may receive second initiation. And then they also receive the Gayatri mantras, at least 7 Gayatri mantras they receive, and they receive the permission to perform deity worship, not just as so many devotees do at home. They may not have second initiation, but actually to worship the installed deities like Shri Radha Radhanath, Giri Govardhan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or in Phoenix, Jagannath Baladev, Subhadra Devi, in Johannesburg, Sri Nitai Gaura Hari. So it's you could say implicit within the second initiation that one has the permission to worship those very, very special installed deities. So there's great benefit in that. There's great, great benefit in chanting Gayatri mantras and worshipping the installed deities. Not that the Gayatri mantras are higher than the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The Mahamantra is the Mahamantra. It's the greatest of all mantras. But those Gayatri mantras, they enrich one's chanting of Hare Krishna, and they enrich one's Krishna consciousness in general. So, initiation, first initiation, second initiation, these are very important and even, one could say, essential elements really in the picture of becoming Krishna conscious. Of course, we say essential, but one has to be qualified sufficiently at least to receive first initiation, to receive second initiation. One definitely has to be qualified. So that is there. Everyone, all those who are trying to practice and develop Krishna consciousness should really try to develop the qualifications for becoming initiated and then to be initiated and receive the benefits which are there. It's not just a rubber stamp or some official thing, but initiation is very, very deep spiritual process. And we see that in our line, well, if we look carefully, what do we see? That Lord Krishna, he took initiation. Lord Ram took initiation. Lord Chaitanya took initiation. Of course, they're the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They don't need initiation. Initiation is given to the devotees to connect the devotees to them. But still, initiation is so important that, at least to set an example, Lord Krishna accepted initiation, Lord Ram, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, and so on. They accepted initiations in order to set examples. And we read in the 10th canto how Lord Krishna, one time when he was staying in the ashram of his initiating spiritual master Sandipani Muni requested Lord Krishna, along with his friend Sudama the Brahmin, to go out and collect firewood in the forest. And the weather was a bit foreboding, and he requested them. And Lord Krishna Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose orders are just the foundation of what Krishna consciousness is. When he was requested or ordered by his spiritual master, he didn't say, Lord Krishna did not say that, listen, I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I'm just sort of doing you a favor by being initiated by you. Lord Krishna didn't say that, anything like that. He accepted that. He accepted that. And he went out into the forest and there was a storm. And he and Sudama had to stay out through the storm. They accepted that austerity. Lord Krishna accepted that austerity in service to his spiritual master. And there's a conversation of Srila Prabhupada's in which a devotee asks Prabhupada that Lord Chaitanya, he was initiated by Ishvara Puri, but did he really accept the initiation? Did he really become like a real disciple, or was it just on the surface, just sort of maybe a little bit like a show to set an example? And Srila Prabhupada said, no. Lord Chaitanya accepted the initiation very seriously. And Srila Prabhupada said, we can tell that Lord Chaitanya accepted that initiation because after it, he spoke Shikshastakam, and he spoke the third verse. Trinada pisa nichena tarora pisa hishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. And Lord Chaitanya himself, he demonstrated that in his life, particularly after his initiation. So Prabhupada gave that example and said, yes, Lord Chaitanya, he really accepted the position of being an initiated devotee, really on the level of his heart, not just as a show or something like that. So these are a few words on the subject of initiation. We have so many devotees, as we said, and we have a number of spiritual masters here. So let us now call on His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj to say some words. Srila Prabhupada Ki.
Is it okay to clap? Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militang Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkest ignorance. My spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Maharaj, I agree with you that it's a very colorful festival, and that this looks like a garden, you know, flowers everywhere, and people's faces looking like sunflowers. Really happy, and the sun has come out today, our third day of the festival, so I think it's a good sign. And it's a good sign that many devotees have come forward. I counted about 40. Am I off? Well, for first and second initiation individuals, that's just fantastic. It's great. Thank you. So the initiation, as Maharaj explained, is very important, and it indicates a change, a beginning, a cleansing, a purification. I was raised Catholic, so first you were baptized, something to do with water, and then the second time around for a sacrament was communion, first communion. And you all get dressed up, just like everyone here is in nice duds, and dhotis or saris. And so we all got dressed up, myself and a few other initiates. And then there was the third sacrament was confirmation. And that's when you're supposed to be a soldier of Christ. So I guess that, so what happened at that time, the archbishop for the diocese, he came around and he gives you a little slap in the face. I'll do it on myself. I can't. Like this, nothing violent. That would indicate, or it was supposed to symbolize that I'll get Satan out of you. I'll knock him out, So it's all about purification. And we have something similar. Of course, I would firmly believe that in the Catholic tradition or the Vatican, they stole ideas from the Vedas, how to do things and how to believe, and so proceed. Maharaj mentioned about 9 qualities for Brahminical people, and where does that leave us for if you're not getting second initiated? Then I will turn to, I always feel good to have a Bhagavad Gita in my hand for these events, the divine and demoniac natures, okay? So those who are going through first, and of course second too, we're trying to explore divinity. What's divine? What does it mean to be divine? So I'll give the translation for the first 3 verses, which is very significant. Please listen carefully and think about what you're going to do about these things. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity, nonviolence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharat, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. Hare Krishna. So that's what you're committing yourselves to. Are you ready? Okay. So basically what we're saying, those who come forward to be initiated by a bona fide guru in our tradition, they're building character and also developing thick skin at the same time. Because the material world, it's harsh. And people are harsh. Of all the, let's say, elements that we find in this world, human beings are the most harsh. I've traveled many miles or kilometers, and I've dealt with many elements. The heat and the cold, wind and rain, mosquitoes, black flies, deer flies, horse flies, all kinds of flies. And there's nothing as harsh as human beings. Grizzlies, all kinds of wasps. I was dealing with the call of nature once, and I accidentally stepped in the wrong place, and 7 nasty little guys jabbed on my backside. It's kind of embarrassing to say that, but anyway, it's part of life. So, one more thing I would like to say about this. When you get initiated in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, you're actually making a strong commitment to its founder, Acharya. We cannot ignore that side of things. Prabhupada is the person who initiated the initiations. He initiated or built a house where everyone could feel comfortable, like a family. And we have to always keep in mind that big family with Prabhupada as the head. And if we don't keep that in place, the society can suffer severely from being divisible by gurus. So we just have to keep in mind that our principal guru is Srila Prabhupada. He's the one we always remember. We come into the temple room, he's right there. We chant his mantra, all those things. That's what's going to, keep us together as a strong, unified force and build up solidarity. So that's what it means to have this initiation and to be connected to, as Maharaj was saying, the parampara, but keeping in mind that in this disciplic succession, parampara, there is one personality that really shines for us in the Hare Krishna movement, and that is Srila Prabhupada. And that's the way it's just going to be, whether you like it or not. Yeah, so thank you very much. I really appreciate being here, coming here to enjoy the festival and contribute something, I hope. And the joy, before I came here to South Africa, I heard from some devotees who spent some time here, said, "Oh, those people in South Africa, their hearts are honey-coated." And I had to understand, well, what does that mean? So I came here, and just to get the confirmation. It's true. Haribol. So thank you very much. I don't want to take too much more time here. We have the 4 Kumaras here, and I'm probably the youngest. Yes, isn't it true, Maharaj? I'm the baby. I'm the baby. So thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna.
Umakyantimirandasya Ganangana Shalakaya Chaksunimilitam Jena Tasmaya Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shtapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupaka Dharmayam Dadanti Svapadantikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Vanchakalpa Turubhyasya Kripasindhu Bhacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. I'd like to begin speaking by honoring my dear godbrothers here. First of all and foremost, His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj. It's one of the reasons I come here actually, to get the opportunity to hear him speak, actually. I've often said publicly he's one of my favorite speakers. And as he was speaking today, I was just closing my eyes and thinking of it like, he speaks, it's like a song. And that's appropriate because he's singing the knowledge. It's very pleasant to hear a song, so when he speaks, it's very, very pleasant to hear him speak. He's so gifted like that, and appropriate because, well, when Krishna spoke 700 words of concise wisdom, it's a song, the Bhagavad Gita. Gita in Sanskrit means song, so when Krishna was speaking this knowledge, it was like he was singing. So it's the same with Maharaj, and I was also thinking that when he speaks like that, it's like a painting, like someone is, he starts a painting, there's a brush here, a brush there, and certainly finally it takes shape and then is concluded. In public speaking, you open up with a particular statement, then you develop that theme, and then you conclude with the final statement that supports the original statement that you made. So Maharaj is expert public speaker, but it's all full of devotion and love, so I always appreciate that. Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj ki. The other day I compared him to the backbone of the South African Yatra. He's also a bedrock for the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, because Prabhupada said one time, religion without philosophy, it's just sentiment. And philosophy without religion is mental speculation. So there's a few key devotees in our movement that I think of that are the bedrock of philosophy, which keeps our movement authoritative and moving forward. And Maharaj is one of those devotees who's like the rock of Gibraltar in knowing and understanding and presenting our philosophy. It's so important. I know many of you are used to his lectures, you hear him speak, but each lecture is something very special. So we thank him for that particular element of our movement, that his personality like that. And my dear godbrother, Bhakti Marg Swami, he's a cultural ambassador for the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, especially his theaters. Yesterday my hair was standing on end seeing Kali on the stage. It was like he was really there, but everything about Kali Yuga was so nicely presented. And in the finale, when, Krishna accepts everyone and purifies everyone, even the evil traits of Kali Yuga are purified, so expertly presented like that. He's a great cultural ambassador, and Prabhupada did say one time that we will take the world over by culture. We have the best drama, we have the best theater, we have the best song, the best music, the best food, the best dress, the best representatives, the best devotees. So he's a great cultural ambassador, and I lament that in this lifetime I haven't had much association with Bhakti Marg Swami. I just always see him in a distance when he puts little things up on, they put him up on Dandavats, and then little videos come forward like that. So we thank him as well. I'd like to acknowledge today Ram Govinda Swami, who's present here, Pakka Sannyasi. You think of sannyas, a strict sannyasi in saffron, always with the danda, always the hand in the bead bag. Another nice speaker. Just, we need ideal Kirtaniyat Sadahari. We need ideal brahmacharis, we need ideal grihastras, vanapastas, and sannyasis. So I'm very proud to have a godbrother like that who exemplifies the renounced order of life. It's so important. And I was very enlightened today to meet Srivas Prabhu, this spiritual warrior who's taken on a challenging service in West Africa. In my 50-odd years of being in Krishna consciousness, I've traveled far and wide. I've traveled to the four corners of the earth, but I never made it to West Africa because it's scary there. There's such challenges, and you hear what's happening in those countries, but he's a fearless spiritual warrior, and I could see his nature, how he's fearless because he's taken full shelter of the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. And that was evident today in his kirtan. I walked in here and I heard him, I said, whoa, I asked, who's leading kirtan? So I finally got to meet him. And I'd also like to mention my dear godbrother, Medevi Prabhu. He's another initiating spiritual master in the South African Yatra. Unfortunately, as many of you know, he fell ill yesterday and he's in the hospital. It's not critical, but it is serious. So on this day, this auspicious day, I'd like all the devotees to say a prayer for the recovery of our dear godbrother Medavi Prabhu, who's also another bedrock here in the South African Yatra. He goes way back to the beginning, like, Partha Maharaj and devotees of that caliber. So, and I'd like to thank all of you for being present today, and especially the initiates. You're taking this big step forward. This is like a quantum leap in your spiritual lives to take initiation. And often we compare this initiation to second birth. Our first birth is into the womb of material nature. Literally, we're born into the darkness of ignorance. Although in our past lives we may have known so many subject matters in this world, we have to start all over when we take birth again. It's like Monopoly, that game. You go back to square one. We're born in total illusion and ignorance, and it's ironic that we celebrate our birthdays in this world. We have a birthday party. Oh, I've been here 2 years. Oh, I've been here 25 years. Where have you been? Dukkhalayam Shashvatam. Krishna summarizes. Eloquence is truth spoken concisely. Summarizes the material world. A temporary place full of so much suffering. So what are we celebrating? There was a period in my life as a devotee in Krishna consciousness that I felt uncomfortable celebrating the actual birthdays of devotees. But then I read in one of the writings of Bhaktivinoda Thakur that we should celebrate the birthdays of devotees. I was, what? We're celebrating their being born into the darkness of ignorance? But he explains that such a devotee has taken proper advantage of this human form of life, in that he's turned his back on material existence, and he's once again facing forward his beloved Lord and going back home, back to Godhead. That should be recognized, that a transcendentalist turns his back on material existence and wants to go back home, back to Godhead. So he's taken proper advantage. Just like when Srila Prabhupada was giving sannyas initiation to my dear godbrother, Satsvarup Maharaj, as he handed him the danda, he said, never look back and think that you've left anything valuable behind you, and never envy the position of the materialistic sense enjoyers. So that's a devotee. Every devotee must be honored. Even the devotee who's walked into the temple and he's been there for 1 week, we should honor that devotee. We should support that devotee. We should express our love for that devotee, because that devotee's made a monumental decision. Brahmanda Brahmatikon Bhagavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhakti Lat Bij. After wandering aimlessly through different universes, through different species of life, just in your mind's eye, try to imagine that, and different bodies, finally, Krishna or his representative have intervened in our lives and convinced us, I'm done with this. I've been there, I've done that. I want to go home. And we join the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. It's the most important moment since we left the spiritual world. It's a happy day when we make this commitment of initiation. I won't go back. I'm only going to go forward. You can just imagine it like we're falling, universe to universe, species of life, body to body, following, and then we come in contact with the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We come into the Association of Devotees. We honor our founder, Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, by whose mercy all of us are sitting here today. Through some time chanting, there's purification. We become fixed, and we choose a guru, Krishna's representative. We take initiation, and that's the turning point. So then, it's all the good news. We're going back home, back to Godhead. So you look like that, this initiation, most important day, it's like a smile. We're going down. This is the turning point. We're going back home. Big smile, like Lord Jagannath's always smiling. So happy day. This is a very, very happy day. And how does it happen? What's the science? Prabhupada would like to explain Krishna consciousness as a science. So just as the material father plants the seed of life into the womb of his wife, soon to be a mother. In the same way, at the moment of initiation, the spiritual master, you could say, awakens that seed of devotion, that love for the divine couple, Sri Sri Radharanath, by blessing the devotee to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. That seed of love, that Bhakti Lat Bij, it's there in the heart of every living entity. Bhakti or devotion for Radha and Krishna or Krishna Balaram as you have it, that's already there. It's not something that you purchase, it's not something you find somewhere else, it's eternally in the heart, but it's a dormant seed. We left the spiritual world on our own initiative, we've come here, so that dormant seed of love, it's there in the heart, but it's not active. It has to be awakened. Just like you go to the market and there's seeds on the shelf. Some of those seeds, it's springtime, so you're going to plant some crops, so you go and the seeds have been there for weeks or months or sometimes even years. The seeds have been in a little package. Nothing happens. But you buy it, you take it home, and you plant it in fertile soil, and you water the seed, what happens? It begins to germinate. So in the same way, it's a nice analogy. There's a seed of love of God within the heart, but it's dormant. It's been dormant through all the different births we've taken in this world, unfortunately. But at the moment of initiation, you're blessed to chant Hare Krishna, and by chanting, you're nourishing the seed of bhakti within your heart, and it grows. It grows like that. And in the beginning, it's a tender little creeper. It's just the beginning. It's just kind of sprouting out of the ground, our devotion. One time I heard one man challenge Prabhupada. He said, your disciples, they don't have bhakti, they don't have devotion. It's such an exalted thing. How can you say that they're bhakti yogis, they're practicing bhakti? And Prabhupada said, no, my disciples are also expressing real devotion. He said, no, but they're not crying tears of ecstasy. So Prabhupada said, green mango, ripe mango. He said, when you go shopping, you generally want to buy the yellow mango with the black spots. It's ripe. You can cut it up and offer it to the Lord, some fruits, and have prasadam. But Prabhupada said, green mango is also mango. And that green mango is also valuable because we make achar, we make pickle. Indian people, they love to have the achar, the pickle with their food. So both the green mango and mangoes, they're both valuable, they're both important. So our fledgling devotion is also real. It's real bhakti. We begin to express our bhakti in the association of the congregation of devotees. That's also bhakti, appreciating the Vaishnavas, developing appreciation, gratitude, and love for our spiritual master. That's bhakti. And it culminates in bhakti, or love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Sri Radharanath. So it's real. And this initiation is so important because it's the actual moment where it begins to flourish. It's the actual moment that we have the opportunity for pure devotion. Anyone can chant Hare Krishna and there'll be some benefit. Even just going down the street, if you're chanting, the people are hearing the Maha Mantra, they're also benefiting. It's so powerful. It purifies us of sinful reactions in the heart. It uproots material desires and throws them to a distant place. And it can give us prema. But Prabhupada said to get that prema, you have to be initiated into the mantra. Anyone can get free from karma, loosen up the material desires. But if you want that state of consciousness that Mahaprabhu is offering us, O Govinda, feeling your separation, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain. I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. If you want that Braj Bhakti, which Mahaprabhu, the specific gift he brought the people of Kali Yuga, most amazingly. If you want that Braj Bhakti, which is our ultimate goal, Vrindavan, to reside eternally in Goloka Vrindavan, which Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj nicely described one time as the playground of God, not the official kingdom of God like Vaikuntha, but the playground of God. You have to be initiated into this mantra in this Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. And once that little fledgling is growing, you have to protect it. It's the most valuable thing, your devotion to Krishna. But there's certain things that will want to steal that treasure from you. Like in the heart, there's lust, anger, and greed. Those weeds can overcome that tender creeper. So how do we guard this precious gift? We guard it by the 4 vows you're going to take today. Guru Maharaj, I promise to chant 16 rounds of the Maha Mantra every day, but I'm going to protect that devotion by promising no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. It's not that by following those regulative principles you develop love of God. No. It's the guard rail around, like you go to India, you see they plant some trees or some plants, but because there's lots of goats and sheep and cows who eat those little things, even there's a little tiny tree, there's a big fence around it. When I first went to India, I was shocked. What a big fence around a little tree? Because they're devoured by these animals. So we have to protect ourselves by strictly following those vows. And if we strictly follow those vows, we won't be tempted by the material energy. We won't fall prey to her tricks. We can peacefully chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So take these vows very seriously. There was a song when I was young, it was like, don't make promises you can't keep. So we are accepting you, these illustrious souls are accepting you as students, as disciples, because they have faith that you know that you're going to make promises today. May be a little bit difficult at times because we're still in that conditioned state. But if you keep chanting the Maha Mantra, you'll get the higher taste and you won't fall prey to the lower taste. Just like Chanakya Pandit says in Niti Shastra. You can only give up something if you get something better. So you're getting the best today. You're getting Sri Krishna. In Harinan Chintamani, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains that within this Maha Mantra is all the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. When I read that in Harinan Chintamani, I was shocked. Within the Maha Mantra are all the pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Sri Vrindavan Dham. From that day on, chanting made it was so much more important to me. It wasn't, it's the whole spiritual world is there in that Maha Mantra. So protect it by strictly following the principles and chant, chant, chant. It's an eternal blessing. One of my god sisters, Sukha Sajari, just after initiation in Detroit, she lost her beads. So she sent another set of beads to Prabhupada in London, asked him to chant on those beads. Prabhupada wrote back, he sent a set of beads back to her in Detroit, but with a note. He said, this is the last time I'm going to chant on disciples' beads who've lost their beads, because in those days we were kind of spaced out. Everyone was losing their beads. So probably this is the last time. But then he finished with something very significant. He said, these beads, those beads. He said, try to understand, when you receive this Hare Krishna mantra at the moment of initiation, it's an eternal blessing. Eternal blessing. It means if you don't make it, you're guaranteed in the next lifetime, you'll again receive this mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. So congratulations, you've all come to this point. You can just smile the rest of your lives because you're going home back to Godhead. When I first joined the movement, we'd go on the streets of Detroit and we'd sing the Maha Mantra, but one of our kirtan leaders, Bahalafa, he would often sing, we'd follow, we're going home back to Godhead, boom, 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 we're going home. We'd spend an hour singing that. We're going home back. The people walk by like, what's Godhead and where's your home? But that's what you're doing, so congratulations. We'll all meet in the spiritual sky. Prabhupada said, We'll have our ISKCON in the spiritual world. And the last thing I'd like to say is he told my godbrother Dhananjaya in a moment of intimacy, when we get back home to the spiritual world, we'll all recognize each other. I said, what? Dhananjaya, did Prabhupada say that? He said, yes. When we get back to the spiritual world, we'll recognize each other. And Prabhupada said, but you won't recognize me like this, an old man. He said, I'll be a young boy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. May I request the devotees seated on the floor before Prabhupada to please come a few meters forward so those that are seated at the back can come in. Matajis, also if you all could just slide a meter or so to the front. Prabhuji's in the chairs, please come.
Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chachunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachacya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. Just now we heard from His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Marga Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Indrajumna Swami Maharaj. We have a great fortune to hear about initiation. What we heard you don't find in any one book. The lifelong realizations compelling from the fair books. Heard about what is initiation process, everything, so much. You can find any book, whether Bhagavatam, CC, anywhere. You won't find those instructions anywhere. What you heard, store it, the memory for good. Never try to lose. Contemplate on those instructions, if at all we want to advance in the spiritual life. We have to hear and implement. Everything is spoken. I speak about little bit about the human form life. Human form of the life is meant for the back to Godhead. Liberation from the material existence. Parabhavastava jatam yavanna jignasata atma tattva. Rishabdev Maharaj said that the one who has never thought about atma tattva, inquire who I am, why I am suffering, what is my destiny after leaving the body, how to get out of this suffering. If he doesn't inquire about atma tattva, he is defeated in the life. In the introduction to Bhagavad Gita also, Srila Prabhupada mentioned, who is qualified to read Bhagavad Gita. Same applies to who is qualified to take initiation. Prabhupada writes that the one who doesn't have any interest to inquire who is he, then is not qualified to read Bhagavad Gita. Human form of the life is to inquire who I am. When Sanatana Goswami met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he also asked Swami, who I am, why I am suffering. So any human being who inquires, not everybody will inquire it. In Durban, millions of people are there. Out of the millions, how many are inclined to the spiritual life? Out of those inclined to the spiritual life, how many really take the process? Out of those who have taken the process, even initiate, how many really serious to come to the temple and serve, take association of devotee, hear about. And among them, you are most wonderful. When I was talking, it says, you all are wonderful. One devotee in Santan said, why you say always a wonderful, wonderful? Devotees are wonderful. They are selected living entities among our population. The human body is the means for deliverance from the material existence. No other planet out of the 14 planetary systems, the living entity, human being on this earth planet only can get liberated from the material existence. No one, except Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, they are different demigods, incarnations of the Lord. Other than that, nobody can go to spiritual world from their abode, heavenly planet. Because they are the bodies there are there to enjoy the result of activities we do in this human body. That is called bhoga sharira, to enjoy the results. They are not subject to action and reaction karma. But human body on the earth planet is subject to action and reaction. And this human body, if we do sinful activities, we can get into the animal kingdom very easily or go to hell. If we do pious activities, we can get elevated to heavenly planet, not forever. Again, you have to come back. Chine punye mrityulokam vishanti. If we surrender to Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Engage devotional service, take association, hear from the devotees, then you will get liberated from the material existence. That's why even demigods in the heaven planet, they curse themselves. Read Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 19th chapter, text 21 to 24. They curse themselves. How unfortunate we are in the heavenly planet. That we got all facility to enjoy, but we're not fortunate to engage in the devotional service. They all are devotees. All the demigods are devotees, but so much opulences. You can see there are so many hundreds of initiated devotees are there. How many they come to Mangalarati? Yes, we are busy to go to office. Yes, good. That is, you are working. But at 4 o'clock, are you going to office? I write in my bedroom, tomorrow I go to Mangalarati. Every day I read tomorrow. Yamaraj will come, but tomorrow will not come back. That is the position of the demigods. They got so much opulences we want to do, but they cannot do. Nayatra Vaikunta Katha Sudhapaga Nasadhavu Bhagavat Tadasraya Nayatra Vignesh Makha Mahochava Suresha Loka Nasivitam. They said even we don't have any opportunity to hear about the Bhagavatam from the devotees. They know Harinam Sankirtana Ignesh Makha Mahochava. Even if it is abode of Indra, where got all facilities. Nasevyatam, that should be rejected because all facilities, material facilities are there, but there is no process of bhakti there. Process of bhakti, engage in bhakti, devotional service to the Lord is possible only on this human body, on this earth planet. That's why earth planet and human body is called karma bhumi. As we engage this body in the whatever the way, we get the result accordingly. Those intelligent, they are blessed by the Vaishnavas. They consider this human body, understanding the fact that human body is, Lord has given the bodies to go back to Godhead. If you miss this opportunity, you don't know when you get the human body. So those who are intelligent decide that I don't want to take birth and again. They take up to the devotional service. By engaging in devotional service, taking shelter of a guru in parampara, Jiva Goswami in Bhakti Sandarbha also mentioned that, while defining the bhakti, said that, Divyam Jnanam Yatha Dajjat Kuryat Papasya Sanshayam. What is the initiation Diksha? Tasmat Diches Desikas Tattva Kovida. Tattva Kovida means those who know the scripture, they declare that Diksha is a process by which one will get the transcendental knowledge. And you will be freed from the reaction of all the sinful activities. Sometimes we devotees think that, oh, I got initiation, I am freed from the sinful reactions. I don't have to go to a temple. No. Wrong understanding it is. One is not never freed from the reaction of sinful activities. We are born, we are taking some vows in front of the Lord Sri Krishna, Yajna Purush. So long as we are following those regulative principles, then they are held in abeyance. Sometime in the court also, when I am going to the court for some punishment, I am a first offender, but judge says that 3 months imprisonment. Police officer says, my lord is first offender, be kind to him. And with the request, okay, suspended sentence for 6 months. You might have heard it. It doesn't mean that I don't have to go to prison, I can go home free. But condition, suspended sentence. For 6 months, if I commit any other offense, I'll be subject to punishment for the new offense plus previous one. Not suspended forever. In the same way, our reactions will be held in abeyance so long as we follow the regulative principles and engage in the bhakti as you have taken vows in the Diksha. It is good, but continuously engage in service, definitely one will be freed of the reactions. That's why it's that in the Jiva Goswami also mentioned that Papasya Samshaya, all these will be freed from the reaction of the. The wonderful process, though you have taken a decision in the life to engage in the bhakti, intelligent people and taking this process of bhakti, engage. Srila Prabhupada has given all the elements required for our devotional service. You don't find any other organization, samsthas you can see. I don't want to take the name of the different spiritual organizations. You go and see anywhere. Srila Prabhupada has given the literature. We cannot read in all our lifetime. Prabhupada wrote in 10 years' time. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Prabhupada wrote in 3 months. We can't read even 10 years. Whole lifelong time we can keep on reading Prabhupada books and still you won't complete. As you read, every time you get new realizations. Prabhupada has given the transcendental literature for us. Prabhupada has given the Bhagavatam class every day. Where do we find this process of upon to hear Bhagavatam every day? And you can ask questions. And Prabhupada has given us the association of the devotees. Association of devotees, not an ordinary thing it is. Fortunates will get it. And Prabhupada also given us deities to worship. In the only ISKCON you will find such a great opportunity to engage in a full in devotional service it is. So those intelligent, you all are taken up this decision to engage in service and following the strictly regulative principles. Always try to see that you come to the temple and do some service. If you don't service, no matter how much we are elevated, we all are need, everyone need association of the Vaishnavas. We must do service. Service will help us to get free from the false ego. If you don't engage in service, the false ego, without we knowing, they build up. Oh, I'm a devotee for 25 years. I'm a senior devotee. Yes, senior devotee, good, wonderful. But why I is becoming big? I should have become small. But when you engage in the service all the time, then gradually, oh, I'm nothing. We need to be in the real ego, not in the false ego. So Srila Prabhupada has given us all facility required for one to gradually advance spiritual life, go back to Godhead. We are fortunate to be in presence of Prabhupada's disciples also. Where do you get the association of Prabhupada? What do you get here in Durban? Huh? Some temples you don't get whole life also to see any Prabhupada. Always they are here to bless us. The temple is blessed by you. All are blessed by all Maharajas. Take this life seriously. We come from the spiritual world in these human bodies. And Krishna, out of causeless mercy, has given this jiva, this human body, so that we can go back to spiritual world. Golokameva nivasati. What says in the Brahma Samhita? Golokameva nivasati akilatma bhuto govindam adi purusham tamham bhajami. So, going to back to Godhead is possible only on this human body. For that purpose only given, if you engage in this human body in the process of devotional service, as prescribed by our acharyas and spiritual masters, then our life becomes success. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So we're going to call Rupa Manjari Maharaji. Where are you? We call you come forward, take justice from Maharaj and the presentation is go to Master Master Yadwala.
Then call. Gentilal.
First.
Gentilal.
Okay, Gentilal Prabhu. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to come from that side, offer obeisances to the spiritual master, take your vows, and then leave on this side. Just makes it a bit easier. So first is Gentilal Prabhu, and then Hemawati Mataji, Meera Devi Mataji, Suneka Mataji, Marcel Mataji, and yeah, that's it.
What are the 4 regulative principles?
No meat eating, including fish and eggs. No intoxication.
Loudly.
No intoxication, no gambling.
No?
No gambling.
Ah.
No illicit sex. No illicit sex.
What are these are the donuts. Huh? What are you are going to do every day?
Chant 16 rounds every day.
Minimum.
Minimum
not
16
like
rounds.
John. Minimum, say,
16
I will
rounds.
chant minimum 16 rounds.
I will chant minimum 16 rounds.
And
Follow the 4 regulative principles.
read Prabhupada's books.
Read Prabhupada's books.
And I will engage in service of the temple.
I will
Take
engage
a vow.
in the service of the temple.
I will not leave ISKCON.
I will not leave ISKCON.
Okay? You're not taking vows in front of me, in front of Radha Radhanath. Be cautious. Okay? By the mercy of Radharani, he is getting a very wonderful transcendental name. From now onwards, in the material world and spiritual world, he will be known by the name of Janardhan Das. Hare. It's okay, you can. What are the regulative principles? Can you say? No, other way.
No gambling, and no meat eating, and no illicit sex, and the other one
Okay.
was,
What are the most important offense of the 10 offenses against the holy name? What is the most important offense?
it is offenses of
Disobeying the orders of spiritual master is the most important. And blaspheming the devotees.
yeah.
In life we never should blaspheme any devotee who is engaged in service of the Lord. We never should disobey the orders of spiritual master. That is the foundation of the bhakti. Huh? So say with me, first time I am meeting you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Say
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama.
Hare Hare. Huh? From now onwards, in this material world and the spiritual world, you will be known as Hemangi Radha Devi Dasi. Yes, Veronica. What are the regulative principles?
No meat eating, including fish and chicken. No intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex.
Okay. Can you tell me at least 3 of the offenses against the holy name of the Lord?
Never to blaspheme a devotee that spent his life propagating the name of the Holy Lord. Never to disobey your spiritual master's orders. And never to instruct a faithless person about the holy names of the Lord.
Never?
Instruct a faithless person on the holy names of the Lord.
And what you do? every day?
I vow to chant 16 rounds.
Minimum, not maximum.
Okay, minimum of 60 rounds. And to read Srila Prabhupada's books every day.
And serve.
And to serve.
I will do service in the temple.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, to do service in the mandir.
And never will leave ISKCON. Say.
And I will never leave ISKCON and the lotus feet of my spiritual master.
Now onwards, in this material world and the spiritual world, you will be known and called as a Vansipriya Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna.
Can you tell me what are 4 offenses against the holy name of the Lord important for you consider?
Okay. The 4 regulative principles? Is it the 4?
No, offense against the holy name of the Lord.
Okay, not to blaspheme the devotees who have given their lives to propagating the name of the holy Lord. Not to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Not to disobey the orders of the spiritual master, and not to preach to the faithless.
And what is second offense? To consider Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva to be equal and independent of
Lord Vishnu.
that always you must remember it. That all are same, one and two, no, it's same at the same time, they are not same.
Okay.
So regulative principles?
Okay, no meat eating, fish and eggs, no illicit sex, no intoxication, and no gambling.
Okay. What you will do?
Okay, I vow,
Do not over, now do what?
I vow to chant 16
Minimum.
minimum 16 rounds to read Srila Prabhupada's books and always to serve the devotees and the deities at the temple.
Service. From now onwards, in the material world and spiritual world, by the name of Radharani, she is getting wonderful name, Saraswati Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Can you tell me what are the 4 regulative principles?
No meat eating, including fish and eggs, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication.
Okay. What you will do every day? These are the do nots, and what are the do's?
The do's is to chant a minimum of 16 rounds a day, to read Srila Prabhupada's books, a minimum an hour a day, render service at the temple, sadhu sangha as well, and to serve the deities if possible.
And never leave ISKCON.
And never
The most
leave ISKCON.
important, huh? Yeah. By the mercy of Srimati Radharani, she is getting wonderful name. From now onwards, she will be in the material world and spiritual world, will be known as the Madhurya Lila Devi Dasi.
Which are yours? These, okay. So Sandini was born in a devotee family. Where are your parents? Are they here? Oh, behind. Okay. Yeah. Yes. See the smile on his face. Her sister's also initiated as my disciple, and I think for the mother and father, this is one of the greatest moments in their lives, because householders have children as a seva to lead those children back home, back to Godhead. There's that famous verse in the Bhagavatam that no one should become a demigod, no one should become a king, no one should become a teacher or guru unless they can deliver their dependents from the repetition of birth and death. So this is a moment that all the parents are aspiring for, to see their children make a strong commitment to go back home, back to Godhead. So I think that's why Ramajai is smiling so big here. This is number 2 in the family, right? So, and she's been, she's been a devotee for so many years, and some time ago she took shelter, and we're very pleased to help her in this way. And she'll be taking her vows, but also Guru means heavy, in the sense that he takes on a heavy responsibility. It's said that the crown of the king is heavy, so taking a disciple on board means a big responsibility, that you have to guide them back home, back to Godhead. Of course, we're all dependent on Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada means that master. At whose feet all masters sit. But Prabhupada is expecting that those who take this service, they'll also take it seriously, and they'll not rest until their disciples are back home, back to Godhead, which means for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Vrindavan. So I promise you that I won't rest until you're back home with Shri Shri Radha Ranath in the spiritual world. So you have wonderful parents, you have a wonderful husband, you have wonderful friends, and you're part of a wonderful congregation. I mean, this Radharanath Temple of Understanding, I've been coming here since 1987, I think. It's one of the best places to grow up. So you have no excuse for not making it back home, okay? So what are your promises today?
Gurudev, I promise no eating of meat, fish or eggs, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex.
Okay.
And I promise to chant a minimum of 16 rounds every day and to never leave Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON and New Lotus feet.
Okay. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So, I am changing your name. And your husband didn't want a long name, but I couldn't control myself. Your sister has a short name, you're going to have a long name, right? Not too long, but long names are like a little aristocratic, I think. So your name means, it's so beautiful, servant of the name of Sri Radha, which is like a wish-fulfilling Chintamani stone. I'll say that again. Servant of the name of Sri Radha, which is like a wish-fulfilling Chintamani stone. From this day forth, you should be known as Radhanam Chintamani Dasi. Radhanam Chintamani Devi Dasi Ke, Shri Prabhupada Ke, Shri Guru Parampara Ke, Go Premanande! Little Rasakaya, you made it. I remember when you were born. I'm really old, I'm 75, so she's in her 20s. I remember when you were born, your mother contacted me and asked me to give you a name. So I wrote a little letter to you, or to your mother at that time. Oh yeah. Here it is. Dear Sakshi Gopal and Champak Lata, please accept my blessings, all glories to Prabhupada. Congratulations on the birth of your devotee daughter. That's you. I pray she will become a pure devotee in her lifetime and a great asset to the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You may name her Rasa Kali Dasi. Kali means pastimes, and Rasa means the sweet mellow of loving devotional service. Hare Krishna, Indradumna Swami. So. You've been a devotee since the start. So what are the 4 rules and regulations you promise to follow for the rest of your life? And how many rounds will you chant on these japa beads, which I've chanted on?
Shiva Gurudev, I promise to adhere to the 4 regulative principles, which are as follows. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication. And I promise to chant a minimum of 16 rounds daily.
Okay. Champak Lata, where are you? Let me see the smile. Shakshi Gopal, where are you? See the smile? Big smile, there you go. Okay, and all the devotees are also smiling as well. They're very happy for you. When our children take to Krishna consciousness in the community, it's the real success of the community, because the children are the future. So I'm just going to add a little something to your name, just so you know, remembered initiation. From this day forth, you shall be known as Rasakeli Priya Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Lots of garlands. I don't know what Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj is going to do. He's got 25 initiates today. It's going to be like he'll be all garlands. We won't see him. So, Yashoda, what are the 4 rules and regulations that you promise to follow for the rest of your life? And how many rounds of this blissful Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which will take you back to Godhead, do you promise to chant?
No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex. I promise to chant a minimum of 16 rounds daily.
Okay, thank you. She's nervous, but all of us, we can attest, when we were with Srila Prabhupada, we were also nervous, because that it's a formal relationship, and the disciple sees the spiritual master with awe and veneration, and thus they take what the spiritual master says to heart. But he's also our ever well-wisher, our best friend, and that person to whom we all our loyalty, because he's connecting us to Srila Prabhupada, by whose mercy we're going back to the spiritual world. So Yashoda, I think you preferred to keep that name, but I'm changing it. There's a purport in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela where Prabhupada said at the moment of initiation, one should actually change the name to, because it's like a great samskara, it's a very relevant point in our lives. But I'm going to give you another name of Yashoda. How's that? Your name means servant of Mother Yasoda, the Queen of Gokula. So from this day forth, you shall be known as Gokula Rani Devi Dasi. Gokula Rani Devi Dasi ki, Mother Yasoda, the Queen of Vrindavan ki, Shri Radharanath ki, Shri Bhavabhari ki, Shri Guru Parampara ki, Gaur Premanandi, Jai Jai Sri Radhe Shyam. Bhakti Marg Swami Maharaj ki, Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj ki, Haribo!
Jai, thank you very much. I will be fast and furious. Okay, we'll just... Oh, really? Thanks. No, you have to do that too. You on me. Hare Krishna. Jai. Hare Krishna. Jai. I feel like one of those African Matajis. Okay. Hare Krishna. So, Sukadev Prabhu, also known as Suki Devi, Baby, Suki Baby, Kali. That's right, that's it.
You looked so mean yesterday. Gentle soul.
Yeah. It was hard to make him look mean. Lots of makeup. So after all these years, Hare Krishna. So we'll just ask if you could tell us what are the 4 regulative principles that you'll follow from now on until the day you die.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I promise to not eat any meat.
Great.
No gambling.
Fantastic.
No illicit sex.
Yes.
And no intoxicants.
Yes. And let's add no gossiping.
No gossiping.
Not that you do it. It's a human phenomena. People do it. Yeah, you're not the type, but don't go there. Yeah. And how many rounds will you chant?
A minimum of 16 rounds a day.
16 rounds. Fantastic. This is all good. Okay. We got your beads here. We're going to hand over. And we'll give your name, Satswarup Das.
Down with Kali.
Jai Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Atish. Just comments. You and the last guy, you look so great. You look very delicious. All right. So Atish, tell us how many rounds you'll chant every day.
Minimum of 16 rounds.
And what are the 4 regs?
No illicit sex, no gambling, no meat eating, and no intoxication.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Good. So we'll give you a simple name. Ashraya Das. Taking shelter. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Fast and furious. Efficient.
Hare Krishna. So we have 13 second initiates and 18 first initiates for His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj. I just want to ask the second initiates to please rise. This is Vrishabhanu Prabhu from Ladysmith, Kirtida Mataji from Ladysmith as well. So the devotees can give you some blessings. Raman Reddy Mataji from Ladysmith as well. You can rise. Keshava Prabhu from Ladysmith. Radha Sham Prabhu from Newcastle. Rasa Nandini Mataji from Newcastle. Jai Nitai Prabhu from Hammanskraal. Sri Nityananda Prabhu from Sampton. Tulsi Devi from Pretoria. Sri Kalindi from Lenasia. Vraja Vasani Mataji from Marlborough. And Sushitala Mataji from Midrand. And Nityanandi from Phoenix. Devotees, please give them your blessings. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Okay, you can do it later. Yeah.
Very good.
You may be seated. Thank you. Now we're going to have 2 initiates online. Sujata Mataji from Lenasia and Hemdut Dinanath Prabhu from Ermelo. Just give us 2 seconds to get them online. And then the order will be Sulana Selvan Prabhu and Munira Mataji, Tristan, Luvoyo, Brian Prabhu, Bhavna, Punsami Prabhu, Indira Mataji, Roshima Mataji, Dharma Sukh, Nankumar Prabhu, Vasudevan Prabhu, Sheshna Mataji, Shalina Mataji, and lastly Kavish Prabhu.
So we're getting Sujata online. In what sort of form of online? There. on your telephone. Hare Krishna, Sujata Devi. Dandavan, Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisance, Guru Maharaj. All
Hare
glories
Bol.
to Prabhupada.
ठीक है आपकी तबीयत कैसी है She can't hear.
Hare Krishna. See,
अब तैयार है
कैसी हूँ? Guru Maharaj.
अब तैयार है Okay. Please tell us, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No meat eating, including fish, seafood, chicken, and onion and garlic. No
Right.
intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling.
Okay, very good. And minimum number of rounds of Hare Krishna mantra?
16 rounds.
16, thank
Minimum
you.
of 16 rounds.
Minimum. Good, very good. Okay, thank you, Dhanyavad. So, I'm going to give you a name. It is a name of one of Srimati Radharani's main associates, one of the Astasakis. From today on, your name will be Sudevi Gopi Devi Dasi. Did you hear that?
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
Guru Maharaj.
Sudevi Gopi Devi Dasi Ke. Very good, very good. Okay, next is, yeah. This is now Hemdat, right? Ujjvala Mataji's husband from Ermelo. Hare Krishna. Husband from Ermelo. Okay. Can you tell us, Hemdat, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No intoxication, no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex.
Very good, thank you, well done. And what is the minimum number of rounds you'll chant every day?
16.
Very good, thank you very much. Jai, so I'm going to give you a name of one of the avatars of Lord Krishna. From today on, your name will be Hansa Rupa Das. Hansa Rupa Das Prabhu Ke. And we'll give you your name in writing just so you've got it clear. Very good, well done. Okay, so next we have a couple from Escort. Selva Kumaran Prabhu and Sulochana. Hare Krishna. Jai ISKCON Escort. ISKCON Escort is booming. They've got a temple at least as big as this temple. Okay, how are we doing? Yes, okay. Give me the turn. Okay. Oh, more. Haribol. Okay. It's a festival of garlands. Indrajumna Maharaj ki jai.
So we're going to bring Kunsami forward after these two. Kunsami, Subhadra's father, because of his health.
He's here?
He's
Okay. 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 Now, offer obeisances. Dandavats. Dandavats. Haribol. Dandavats. Samaste. And pranam mantra. So, well, we will start with Mataji. Please tell us, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. The first principle, no meat eating, including eggs, fish. Second principle, no taking of any intoxicants, including tea, coffee, onion, garlic, mushroom, and chocolate.
Right.
The third is no illicit sex, and the fourth is no gambling.
Well done. And the minimum number of rounds you'll
16,
chant?
16 rounds, Maharaj.
Well done. So go ahead, Salvakumaran.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. 4 regulative principles. What happened?
No meat eating.
Yes.
Including fish and eggs. No illicit sex. No gambling. No intoxicants. Alcohol, drugs, chocolate, mushrooms.
Just right. Okay, you got it.
Yes.
And the minimum number of rounds you'll chant every day?
16, Guru Maharaj.
Good on you. Well done. Now, where are the beads for Prabhu, yeah? So, Prabhu, here's your beads. From today on, your name will be Sanatan Das. And Mataji, where's her beads? From today on, your name will be Sanatani Devi Dasi. Eternal devotees, Hare Krishna. Well done. Sanatani, what? Good. So who's next? Who?
Number 11.
11. Oh, Punsami. Danny. Yes.
Because of the advanced stage of cancer, he's going to read his vows.
Oh, okay. He's not. Danny is not well, and he's elderly, as you can see. He is going to read his vows. Yes, so please tell us, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No meat eating, fish or eggs. No gambling. No intoxication. No illicit sex.
Very good. And minimum number of rounds every day?
Oh. I promise to
In the mic.
I promise to chant a minimum of 16 rounds to remain in his God.
Okay, good work. Well done. So beads, where are the beads? So just, yeah, Danny, we're going to give you a very nice name. It's the name of one of Lord Krishna's pastimes. From today on, your name will be Damodar Leela Das. Damodar Leela Prabhu K. So next. Okay. Well, Neil and Manera. Neil and Manera first. Yes. Yeah. Ek minute. Okay, devotees. Obeisance says, Dandavats, Dandavats. I mean, for Prabhuji. So, Prabhu, Neil, Hare Krishna. Tell us, please, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
Hare Krishna. No illicit sex, no gambling, no meat eating, fish, eggs, and no intoxication.
Good, very good. And minimum number of rounds?
16.
Very good, thank you. And Mataji?
No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex, and about to chant 16 rounds daily.
Minimum. Very good. More is okay. Yeah. So, Neil Prabhu, I'm going to give you a nice name. It's connected. It's about chanting the holy names. From today on, your name will be Nama Kirtan Das. And Manera Mataji, I'm going to give you a name of Srimati Radharani. It means she's the young girl, the young lady from Mathura Mandala. From today on, your name will be Mathura Kishori Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna, well done. And now their son, or one of them, Tristan. Hare Krishna, Tristan. Tristan, okay, yes, all right. Tristan, Hare Krishna, Dandavat, Dandavat, Karo. Pranam mantra. I'm hard of hearing, so please speak up. Anyway, okay. Please tell us what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No meat eating, which includes also fish and eggs. No intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex.
Well done. And minimum number of rounds every day?
A minimum of 16 rounds a day.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Give him the mic back. I'm going to give you a name. It's the name of Lord Krishna, means he is the Lord of the 3 worlds. From today on, your name will be Trilokeshwar Das. Trilokeshwar Prabhu K. Very good. Okay. Oh, yes. Lavoyo. Hare Krishna, Lavoyo. Thank you. Lavoyo is from Port Elizabeth, and he is an architect. So, please tell us what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow for the rest of your life?
No illicit sex, intoxication, no meat eating, and no gambling.
Very good. And minimum number of rounds every day?
Rounds.
Very good. Thank you. Give him the mic back. So we're going to give you a transcendental name. From today on, your name will be Lakshmi Narayan Das. Lakshmi Narayan Prabhu King. Next is Brian. Also from PE. Thank you, Brian. Brian is heading up Food for Life in Port Elizabeth. Jai Hare Krishna. Brian, take the mic. Tell us, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No meat eating, which results anger and fear. No intoxication, which also results anger.
Okay.
No illicit sex and no gambling.
Very
And gambling results the destruction of families.
Okay, yes. And wait. What's the minimum number of rounds you'll chant every day?
I vow to chant in the minimum of 16 rounds a day.
Very good, thank you. So, Brian, we're going to give you a name which means you are the servant of the residents of Vrindavan. From today on, your name will be Vrajajana Das. Vrajajana Prabhu K. Okay. This is Bhavana. Hare Krishna. Jai Bhavana. Bhavana is a Chatsworth old girl. One of our Chatsworth devotees. So, tell us please, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, and no gambling.
Well done. And minimum number of rounds every day?
16.
Very good. Thank you. So we're going to give you a name of Srimati Radharani. Basically, it means she is just, how would you put it? Completely saturated. Her whole being is completely saturated with love for Krishna. From today on, your name will be Prema Bhavani Devi Dasi. Prema Bhavani Devi Dasi K. Okay, Indira. Hare Krishna, Indira. Well done. Iskon Amzinto. Very good. Please tell us, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. No gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no meat eating, including fish, eggs, and no onion and garlic.
Right. And minimum number of rounds every day?
Minimum of 16 rounds and extra on Ekadasi.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So we're going to give you a name which means, it's the name of Radharani, means she is the greatest goddess among the cowherds. From today on, your name will be Ishvari Gopika Devi Dasi. Ishvari Gopika Devi Dasi K. Hare Krishna. Rashima. Chatsworth. Where exactly? Not Chatsworth.
On the bluff.
On the bluff,
Yes,
sorry.
Yes, the bluff. Recommendation from Chatsworth.
Okay, all right. So tell us, please, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No eating of meat, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex.
Very good. And How many rounds minimum every day?
16 rounds.
Very good, well done. So give it back to him. And I'm going to give you a name of Srimati Radharani. It means she is the goddess of those who relish rasa, or loving relationships with Krishna. She who's the goddess amongst them. From today on, your name will be Rasikeshvari Devi Dasi. Rasikeshvari Devi Dasi K. Haribol. Very good. Okay. So here we have. Okay. Yes. Okay. New Jagannath Puri. If you're able, as much as you're able. Hare Krishna. TK, please tell us what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing to follow?
Meat eating.
Yeah?
No illicit sex.
Right.
No gambling. And no intoxication.
Very good, thank you. And minimum number of rounds every day?
16 rounds.
16 rounds. Good. So you can give him the mic back. We'll give you a name of Lord Krishna means he is the young son of Nanda Maharaj. From today on, oh wait a minute. Your name will be Nanda Kumar Das. We'll write out your name later, right? Give him a hand. You know what they say? Old age is not for sissies. I tell you what, it's true. Gee. Oh, Vasudevan, Mudli, Haribol. Haribol. Thank you. Whoa. Let's have a look here. Oh, and you are the husband of Malini Priya, aren't you? From New Jagannath Puri. Excellent. Right, so please tell us, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling, no meat eating.
Well done. And minimum number of rounds?
16 rounds, Guru Maharaj.
Very good, every day.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. Well, your wife, her name is Malini Priya, and Malini is the wife of Srivas Pandit from the Panchatattva, one of Lord Chaitanya's immediate and closest associates. So what sort of name could be more suitable for you than Srivas Pandit Das? Srivas Pandit Prabhu K. Hare Krishna. Huh? Oh yeah, Irkutsk. Hare Krishna. Говорите по-русски, да? Каждый день. Okay. Oi. Haribol. Hare Krishna Seshna. How nice. I'm very happy. Now the mic. Please tell us what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxicants, and no gambling.
Well done. And the minimum number of rounds every day?
A minimum of 16 rounds a day.
Excellent. Thank you. So we're going to give you a name of Srimati Radharani. It means she is the most beautiful of the gopis. From today on, your name will be Sundari Gopi Devi Dasi. Sundari Gopi Devi Dasi Ke. Okay. Yes, and yes. Shalene, Tongat. And Tongat or Amshlanga?
Westbrook, Tongat.
Huh?
Westbrook in Tongat.
Oh, sorry. Okay. What are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication.
Well done. And minimum number of rounds?
16.
Very good. Where the beads? Okay. So we are going to give you a name which means the mercy of Radharani, that you'll be like a servant of the mercy of Radharani, a servant of the merciful Radharani. From today on, your name will be Radharani Kripa Devi Dasi. Radharani Kripa Devi Dasi Ki Jai. Haribol. So we're getting there, everyone. Oh, Hare Krishna. Right. This is Kavish. Oh, okay. Some are missing, is it? Okay, okay. Last but not least at all. You're from Maritzburg, is it?
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Newcastle. And this is your father. Hare Krishna. Very good. So tell us, please, Kavish, what are the 4 regulative principles you're vowing today to follow?
No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling.
Wonderful. And minimum number of rounds?
Chant a minimum of 16 rounds daily.
Excellent, excellent. So we're giving you a name, let's see, of one of Lord Krishna's servants whose particular service is composing transcendental literary works glorifying Lord Krishna. From today on, your name will be Kalakanta Das. Kalakanta Prabhu Ki Jai. Haribol. That's all. That's all. So, okay, very good. Please offer everyone assembled, offer your blessings to these devotees who got first initiation, second initiation from myself and everybody, the other devotees here giving initiation. Hare Krishna. We hand over to Prabhupada Priya Prabhu to perform the yajna. So everyone should turn around, I guess, is it?
Hare Krishna. So we just also want to acknowledge that there's 2 of His Holiness Kadamba Kanra Maharaj's disciples who have taken initiation and now sitting at the fire sacrifice today. It's Keshavi Mataji and Jai Radhe Mataji. Now we will perform the fire sacrifice, and directly after that you circumambulate 3 times. And those who are receiving second initiation, please go immediately to Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj's apartment at the top there. I'll be waiting for you outside the temple room. Thank you.
You can take it away.
Om Prajapati Vishnu Rishi Brihati Chanda Shri Vishnu Devata Agni Sthapana Vini Yoga Om Bhur Bhuva Swa Om Samudbhava Nama Agni Igachite Agni Tvam Samudbhava Namasi. Yes, okay, bro. Om Igachite Tvam Asi. Deeparichirhe vidisantaramapyupatya Deepayate vibrataya tu samna dharma Yastadrike vastu vishnu taya vibhati Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Sadeepa Samudbhavanam Agni Namaha. Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pasyanti Surayo Diviva Chakshuratatam Tad Viprasa Vipanyava Jagrivam Samindate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam Om Madhava Madhava Vachi Madhava Madhava Hirde Smaranti Sadhava Sarva Sarva Karyasu Madhavam Om Krishna Vesh Sachit Ananda Gana Krishna Di Purusha Krishna Purushotamaha Krishna Karmadi Mulam Krishna Sahas Sarve Karya Krishna Kasam Kred Adisa Mukhya Prabhu Pujyan Krishna Nadi Tashma Jantar Bhaye Yan Mangalam Tala Bhati Kriti Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pasyanti Surayo Diviva Chakratatam Tadviprasavi Panyava Jagrivam Samandathir Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam Aham Kratur Aham Yajna Swadham Aham Ashodham Mantra Aham Evyagyam Aham Agnir Aham Kulam. Okay, you all should come as near as possible so you could make the offering into the fire, and you all are not to use this finger, just for this, and don't throw it. You can stand if you want. Get to the Okay, are we ready? Om Ajnanatimrandasya Gyananjana Salakya Chakshuramitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha 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 Shri Chaitanya Mano Bishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupa Kathamayam Dadati Swaha Padantikam Hare Krishna 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 Swaha Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutha Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tamsya Jivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Swaha Swaha
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shri Mati Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Namine
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Swami Iti Namine Swaha 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 Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Rama Govinda Swami Iti Namine
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Namo Vishnu Padaya
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Srimati भक्ति
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
श्री वर्षभानुवी
Hare Rama Hare Rama
कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान
Rama
दैन
Rama
प्रभाव
Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
प्रेम अद्या श्री रूप
Hare Rama Hare Rama
श्री गौरा करुणा शक्ति
Rama
विग्रहाय
Rama
नमस्ते
Hare Hare
नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
नमो
Hare
दुर्किशोराय
Hare
साक्षर वैराग्य मूर्तये
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
पदम्बुजायते नमः
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
नमः भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
वैष्णव
Hare
सर्वभौम
Hare
श्री जगन्नाथाय
Hare
नमः
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण
Hare
प्रधायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
नमः
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्त रूप स्वरूपकं भक्तवत्तारं
Hare Krishna
भक्तनमामि
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
गोपिशा गोपिका कंठा राधा कंठ नमस्तुते स्वाहा 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 जायतं सुरथौ पंगोर्ममा मंदामते गति
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama
दिव्याद्विंदरण्या कल्पद्रुमधा श्रीमद्रत्नखार सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधा श्रीगोविन्द देवौ पृष्ठालभिः सेव्यमानुस्मरामि स्वाहा 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 श्री
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
सप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वर्षभानु सुत देवी
Hare
प्रणमामि
Rama
हरि प्रिय
Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
प्रभु
Hare
नित्यानंदा
Krishna Hare
श्री अद्वैत
Krishna
गदाधर
Hare
श्री
Hare
वसादि
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Om Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Gau Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Swaha Swaha
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Offer your banana with the final grain. Repeat after me. Om Namo Brahmanya.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Go Brahmana.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Lord, we universe
Rama
salutations
Rama,
again and again.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Pachan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Yes. But let the Maharajas come first.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Beep beep, beep beep. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Pariprakacharya Sutara Sisima Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Pariprakacharya Sutara Sisima Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Namacharya Shila Hari Rasta Ki Prem se Gaur Sikh Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Ki Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Sri Vrindavan Naam ki, Navadvipa Mayapura Naam ki, Ganga Mai ki, Yamuna Mai ki, Bhakti Devi ki, Tulsi Devi ki, Hari Naam Sankirtan ki, Brihat Mridanga ki, Durban Ratha Yatra ki, for 2024 ki, Samma Beda Bhakta Brinda ki. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. Glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. Glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. Glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Padaya, Buddhale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gautamani Pracharine Nirvasaisa Sunya Dipasasari Satarine. Oh! Yeah. Namaste. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Oh! Pralada Lada Dayane Hiranya Kashipur Bhakshaha Shilatam Khana Kalaye Iton Singh Aparaton Singh Yato Yato Yamita Ton Singha Vajira Singho Ridayen Singho Narasimha Mating Sharanang Prapaje Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Sringang Dolita Hiranyakasipu Tanubringam Kesavatrita Harari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanubringa Jai Sabadrita Harari Rupa Keshavadrita Narari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo namaha. Aha. Haribo. Hare Krishna. Jai. Congratulations to all the initiates. Haribo.